class. I am happy to see the results of today's experiment. I also commend you on the discipline and organization, which was better than last period. Now, who would like to quickly remind us of what they learned today?
Me, Ms. Green.
Go ahead, Vivian.
Today we learned and experimented on neutralization, which is when an acid and a base are mixed, they neutralize each other to form water and salt.
Good job, Vivian. Keep up the good work. Vivian, I wanted you to stay behind to congratulate you. You have been doing very well in science, and you seem to be very interested in the subject.
Yes, Ms. Green, I love science. I think I'm going to major in either biology or chemistry and later become a teacher.
Good. I would like you to be my lab assistant on your free period.
I'd like that very much, Ms. Green. Thank you.
You seem very happy, Vivian. What are you celebrating?
Ms. Green asked me today to be her lab assistant on my free period. I love science, especially experimenting.
What a nerd.
Tell me, Anita, what do you want to be in the future? You don't like school, so what a career are you going to choose?
I don't know. I just want to have fun in life, and school kills all the fun for me. The only good thing about it is I get to be with my friends.
Anita, life is not just made of fun. We can't always do what we want. That's why it's important to have balance. Have fun when you can, but also do things that will build your future.
Look at you, speaking like an old lady. How do you get so much wisdom?
It's because I had to figure out a lot of things on my own in life. My mom passed away when I was 8 years old. My dad has been working hard as a single parent, and he's been fun and very strict at the same time. He wants the best for me, and there's no room for me to mess up in life.
So your dad has never thought about remarrying all these years?
I guess not. He's focused on making a good living for me, and making sure I have a better future.
He's probably just afraid you won't like it if he remarries, and that you will probably make a fuss about it. It must be lonely for him. He must miss your mum so much.
No, but I wouldn't be against him marrying someone else. Now that you mention it, I remember how happy my parents were and how they used to have so much fun together. Movies, dates, getaway weekends. Oh my, my dad and I do these things to spend time together, but it's obviously not the same doing it with your lover.
No, it's not. Going on a movie with your daughter is different from a date with your wife.
I will talk to my dad to find out where he stands on this. Wow, Dad, this show is hilarious.
I know, and I love watching with you. It's more fun that way. I love hearing you laugh so hard.
I love seeing you happy as well, Dad. This is why I have to ask you, are you happy staying single?
Where is this coming from?
Dad, I just want you to answer me honestly. Have you ever thought about remarrying since we lost Mom?
Honestly, Vivian, it's been lonely without your mom. But I focus on working hard and making sure you have a good life and a better future.
I know, Dad. I'm grateful for what you do for me. But have you thought that when I go away it will just be you alone in this house? I have one more year of high school, then I'm off to college.
Are you thinking about going out of town for college?
That's a possibility, but then again, even if I stay in town and live with you throughout my college year, one day when I get married and have my own family I will still move out.
You're right, Vivian. I will think about what you said.
Thanks, Dad.
Vivian is not wrong. I really do need to think about starting over and get married again. I didn't want to think about it because I wanted to focus on her, but she's grown now and will be leaving the nest soon.
Is that Larry I'm seeing? Hello, Larry.
Catherine, it's been a while. I haven't seen you since we graduated college.
Yeah, I didn't know you lived in this town.
I didn't know you were here either.
Well, I just moved in a few months ago with my daughter.
Oh, you have a daughter now. So do I. Are you married?
No, I'm single and I certainly wouldn't marry my daughter's father. He was a mistake. What about you?
I was married, but unfortunately I lost my wife when my daughter was 8 years old. She's 16 years old now. How old is your daughter?
She's 15 years old.
Can we meet some time this week to talk more about all these things? You know, to catch up and all.
Sure, I'd love that. I want to know what you've been up to.
Catherine, you look gorgeous.
Thank you, Larry. And please, call me Kate.
Understand. Please let's sit.
It's such a nice place. Do you come here often?
From time to time. You've never been here before.
No, like I told you last time. I barely moved in town few months ago and I was busy settling in.
Right. So why did you move here anyway? You got a job or something?
No, I'm still looking for a job. I actually moved in with one of my friends. I just wanted a different environment after all the drama I had with my baby daddy.
Sorry to hear that. I hope you find the peace you're looking for.
Yes, I wasn't sure if I was making a good decision, but now I know.
Good to hear. I hope you like this place and stay so we can see each other often.
So when do I get to meet your daughter? You know, I'm hoping she'll be friend with mine. We're new to the city and Jordan is having a hard time, especially after what we've been through. I want her to make friends so she can have fun and forget what her dad put us through, but she's just isolating herself.
Be patient with her. And yes, I will love for her to meet Vivian. Why don't you bring her over Sunday afternoon? We'll be home after church. Oh, and by the way, I would like to invite you both to church as well. Please join us.
Okay, we'll be there. Thank you, Larry.
Hello, Kate. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good to see you, Jordan. Let me call Vivian, she's in her room.
Good afternoon, Ms. Catherine. Hello, Jordan.
How are you, darling? Good to see you.
So, Jordan, would you like to join me and watch a movie?
Sure, I'd love that.
So, my dad and your mom seem very close.
Yes, my mum was telling me the other day that they went to the same high school and then the same university. After graduation, they went separate ways.
Yes. My dad told me that he found a job, that's why he moved to this city. Did your mom stay there all this time after graduating?
Yes, she decided to settle there with her boyfriend. You know, my dad. However, their relationship was not working, so now here we are.
What happened between your mom and your dad? You know, if you don't mind talking about it.
It's complicated and hard to talk about.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I just figured since our parents are getting closer, we might as well get to know each other.
You're right. All I know is that ever since I was little their relationship was unstable. They would argue a lot, and were on and off. My mum has left several times to the point where I didn't take their breakup seriously anymore. But our moving to a completely different town makes me realize that this time is for good.
I'm sorry you had to go through this, Jordan. Do you miss your dad?
I mean, yes.
Do you wish for your parents to be together?
No, it's best they go separate ways. They weren't happy together, and the situation was getting out of hand. It was affecting all of us and it's best that we left. I can always talk to him over the phone.
Were they at least good parents?
They're all right, but enough talking about me. Tell me about you. I heard your mum died long time ago.
Yes. When I was 8 years old. It was the worst time in my life. But thank God I have an amazing dad who has always been there for me.
Right, good. Do you have a lot of friends here?
Not a lot, but I have a couple of good friends. I'll present you to them tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Hi there. I don't think I've seen you before.
Hello, do you know everyone in this school?
No, but it's such a small school that most of us know each other's faces. Except for new students, and that's why I asked you.
You're right, I'm new. My mum and I just moved to this town, and this is my first day.
Welcome. I would like to show you around if you don't mind.
Yes, I'd like that very much. Michael, I was waiting for you so we can come take breakfast together. What are doing here?
Sorry, Anita, I waited for you by the gate, but since your bus was late, I came here to save you a sit.
I see. Well, the bell's about to ring anyway. See you at lunch.
Anita, meet Jordan. She's new in town. Her mom and my dad went to school together and are close friends.
Nice meeting you, Jordan. You were the one I saw with Mike earlier. Yes, It was me. Sorry if I did something wrong. I'm new here and I'm trying to get to know people. I mean no harm. Besides, I was on the table first and…
No, Jordan, you don't have to explain yourself. I was just angry because he promised to wait for me so we can go get breakfast together, but when I got out the bus he wasn't there. Also, it wasn't even his fault. My bus was late and by the time we got to school we had 5 minutes until the bell rings. If he waited for me he would have missed breakfast. I need to apologize to him. And sorry we got off on the wrong start, Jordan.
No worries, Anita. I hope things work out well with your beau.
He's not my beau, he's just my close friend.
Ha, understood.
So, Jordan, how was your first day of school? How do you like it?
It was nice. It's a small school compared to what I used to go to. But other than that I think I can accommodate fast.
Good. That means you and your mom will stay here.
Speaking of her, has your dad been talking about my mum? Is she interested in her?
Definitely. I mean he hasn't talked to me much, but he's often on the phone with her in the evening, and he keeps smiling when they talk.
Yes, I've heard my mum on the phone too for hours.
How do you feel about all this?
Honestly I'm nervous. My mum just got out of a bad relationship with my dad, and quite frankly I'm enjoying the peace we have, just the two of us.
I understand, but not to worry. My dad is a very gentle man.
Okay, I mean if they love each other there's no problem.
Babe, you've made me the happiest man by agreeing to marry me.
And you've made me the happiest woman. I love you, baby. Oh my God, what is going on here? Vivian, where are you, Vivian?
Yes, Ms. Catherine, I'm here.
How many times should I tell you not to call me Ms. Catherine anymore? I'm married to your father, and therefore I'm your mother.
All right. Sorry, Mother.
Tell me, why is the house in this state? I just went to the kitchen and it's a disaster. Everything is a mess. Why haven't you cleaned?
Mother, I cleaned the house in the morning. But Jordan brought her friends over after Dad and you left for work. They are the ones who cooked, ate, and played. That's why there's mess everywhere.
So, there's nothing wrong with Jordan having her friends over and having a good time. My problem is, why didn't you clean after?
Mother, you expect me to clean after Jordan? She's barely 1 year younger than me. She's old enough to clean after herself. I already do all the chores in the house and Jordan doesn't do anything. The least she can do is clean after herself if she messes up a place.
How dare you talk to me this way? You are such a disrespectful child. Clearly your mother did not educate you well. Oh, I forgot. She died when you were still young. That's why you're such a brat. But this must change now that I'm here. Spare me the tears. I'm going in my room to rest. When I come out, I better see a clean house and the food better be ready for dinner. Else.
Class. Can anyone answer question number 2? Vivian.
Yes, Ms. Green.
Can you answer the question?
I'm sorry. I don't know the answer, Ms. Green.
Vivian? You've been distracted in class for a while now. You don't seem like yourself anymore. Even as you were assisting me, you have become very forgetful. What is going on?
Nothing, Ms. Green. I'm fine.
Are you sure? You can trust me.
I'm fine, really.
All right. Something must be bothering her. She's not the same Vivian I knew since freshman year. I need to talk to her father.
Vivian, can you please come here? Your science teacher just texted me. She said she's been wanting to talk to me about your behavior in school. She's worried about you. You seem sad and distracted in class. Tell me, what's going on?
Dad, I don't have anything to say. It was nothing, I'm fine now.
Please, Vivian, you can talk to me. I hate seeing you like this. You look sad. Are you having trouble adjusting to our new family situation?
No, Dad, this family situation is fine. I have no problem with it at all.
Hello, babe. How is it going?
Hello, honey. It's going well. I was just talking to Vivian because I received reports from her teachers that she's not doing well in school.
Sweetheart, is everything okay? Do you need help in school?
I'm fine, Mother. Thank you for your concern.
Good to hear. Can you please leave me for a moment with your dad?
Honey, Vivian's behavior is disturbing. She's never been like this. She's brilliant and she was the happiest girl I know. Now she looks sad all the time, and performing poorly in school.
Don't worry, honey. This is typical teenage behavior. I bet this has to do with a high school boy.
Then why didn't she say so when I asked her? Vivian and I talk about everything.
Honey, people change, and teenagers are unpredictable. Besides, you really think that as she's becoming a woman and possibly falling in love with boys in school she would continue to tell you everything? Times like this are bound to happen. Jordan and I used to share everything too. But now that she's getting older, I'm sure there are things she's not telling me. Do you think, for example, that she would let me read her journal? And that is because there are things in there she wouldn't tell me.
You're right, babe. Thank you for appeasing me. I was dead worried.
No problem, babe.
Mother, where is my food?
Vivian, if you want food in this house you need to eat when we're all doing so. There's no leftover. Food is finished. Didn't your boyfriend feed you after he kept you away from home and the chores all afternoon?
But Mother, I don't have a boyfriend. And I stayed after school to catch up on my work.
I forbid you from talking back to me, you disrespectful child. Now go to bed and you better not go and wake up your father to tell him something.
What has been going on with you? I'm your bestie, and we've always shared everything.
Anita, I'm not happy anymore. I don't think it was a good idea for my dad to get married to Jordan's mom. She's awful.
What do you mean? What has she done?
To start with, ever since they moved in, she makes me do all the chores and doesn't want to see Jordan do anything. Then when I call her out on it, she either hysterical yells at me or hits me. Yesterday she sent me to bed hungry just because I stayed after school to catch up with my work. She accused me of running away from the chores to hang out with a boy.
Oh my, I could never imagine that she is such a devil. You need to speak to your dad. This is wrong and it's abuse. She could be arrested for that.
No, I don't want her arrested. My dad had suffered enough with the loss of my mom and trying to raise me on his own. I don't want to cause him more pain. One more year of high school, then I'm off to college. Maybe they will be happy without me.
Vivian, don't be ridiculous. Your stepmom is evil, and bad people don't make others happy. When you'll be gone, she'll find her next victim. Your father will be miserable with her. Where is the wise Vivian that I knew? Come on, you have to promise me that you'll tell your dad. Else I'll do it for you. And by the way, I'm going to talk to Jordan this instant.
Are you not hanging out with your friend at lunch?
Oh, I was. But I have something I need to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
How come you're allowing your mother to abuse Vivian?
My mum did no such thing. What did Vivian told you?
Everything. From your mum having her do all the chores, to hitting her and starving her.
Vivian had no interest disclosing family matters to strangers.
She didn't tell any stranger. Just me, her bestie. And we tell each other everything. I'm very disappointed in you, Jordan. I thought you were a good girl when we met. Turns out it's not the case. How can you close your eyes before injustice and not say anything to your mother or stepdad?
My mum is the only family I have here. If she leaves me I won't have anyone, you understand?
Oh, so Vivian and her dad are not your family now. You know, family is not just blood, it also the affection and attachment we can develop. Just like Vivian is like my sister and I'm defending her even though we don't have the same blood.
How could you do this? I trusted you with my daughter. How could you? I treated your daughter like she was mine. Couldn't you do the same for Vivian? You have broken my heart. My poor daughter has already suffered after the loss of her mother, and now this. It's my fault. I shouldn't have married you. Oh God, my heart.
Larry, oh my God. Someone please call the ambulance. This is all your fault. You couldn't keep your mouth quiet. You're such an awful child.
Shut up, Kate. How dare you talk to me this way after what you did? If something happens to my dad, I'm reporting you to the police. I'm no longer afraid of you. I should have said something long time ago. Perhaps we would have avoided this situation.
Mrs. Suleiman, thank God, we were able to intervene on time. Your husband is doing okay and will be released in a few days to go home. Please. Make sure he gets a lot of rest and avoid stressful situations.
Thank you, doctor. We will follow your advice.
Welcome home, Dad. I've missed you.
I missed you too, honey. Now where's that horrible woman?
Dad, please. The doctor told you to rest. Or shall I catch up the cab driver to take you back to the hospital?
Wow, look who's threatening me.
Don't worry, Dad. Ever since that incident, Kate never raised her hand on me again.
Good. I'm sorry for putting you through this.
It's not your fault, Dad. Let me get you some food.
Babe, before you say anything, I would like to apologize to you. I know I've been awful to your daughter. I don't know what came over me to act like that.
Hurt people hurt others. You came out of a toxic relationship, and unless you forgive and heal, you will remain bitter and cause harm around you. So I suggest you go see a therapist, but also start reading your Bible regularly to learn how to love God and others. Because the two greatest commandments are to love God above all, and to love your neighbor as yourself.
Thank you, babe. You were right. I was still bitter about what Jordan's dad did to me. He kept cheating on me and was neglectful. So when I moved in here, you were so close to your daughter and I felt threatened. I saw her as my competition instead of my daughter. I need to go apologize to her. I also set a bad example for Jordan. I feel awful. I called you both here to first apologize to Vivian. Sorry is not enough for what I did, but it's the only expression I can say to show my regret. Please forgive me for being jealous of your relationship with your dad and treating you like a rival instead of a daughter.
I forgive you, Mom. As long as you promise to never do that again.
I promise. And Jordan, I wasn't a good example for you. From now on, you share the chores with Vivian. After I give her some time off to focus on catching up with schoolwork and rest a bit.
Okay, Mum. I'm sorry as well, Jordan. Your dad and you have been very nice to me since we moved in, but I turned a blind eye before your pain.
It's all forgiven, Jordan. Like my dad has taught me, holding grudges make you bitter and miserable. I won't allow anyone or any circumstance to take away my peace and joy. Furthermore, the Bible says in Matthew 6 verse 14, "For if you forgive other people when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you."